New microphone. Hey everybody, Sean back at it. I am just running a test ride right now. Got a new microphone in the helmet. My other one kept falling out, so I am just doing a quick test run here. You'll have to pardon me if my voice sounds a little weird. I got a busted up tooth that keeps cutting up my tongue, so I'm a bit of a mess right now. Going to the dentist in the morning, get that sorted out. But yeah, so I did a trip with or a visit with Ron and Billy, our friend on the dairy farm there, and lost all my footage. I guess my microphone, which has been doing this a lot lately, the microphone fell out of my helmet. And all I got was a bunch of wind noise. So I figured I'd try to remedy that. It was in a bad spot anyway. It was like right in the middle, of my shin guard. So it kept, you know, I'd bump it every time I go to get water or whatever. So I figured I'd come on out here, get a new microphone, and test it out. So it's, like I said, it's been a while since I made a video. I've got a lot of plans for the fall. The summer's been kind of a wash. I'm going to do a video on this later, but I am retiring from the Marine Corps, and I've spent a lot of time this summer up in Virginia taking care of a lot of those types of things related to my retirement. So I think I'm supposed to turn there. Yeah, I was. So so I haven't been around much, haven't been on the bike, but I do have a couple trips planned. One of which is the Blue Ridge Adventure ride again, which was really a blast last year. This time I think my friend Craig is going to come, and we will do that up in the mountains up here in North Carolina and basing out of the Pinola Inn again. So that's September 10th and 11th. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. And then Craig and I are planning maybe a little bit longer trip. I'm not sure Ron's going to be able to make it, but we are planning a longer trip. There we go. And I will talk about that later. But anyway, today, just out and about on the bike. I did want to talk about a couple things. Since the 890 has been released, there's been some different third-party components or parts that have come out, and I've been avoiding crash bars for this thing, just mainly because the bike really is kind of set up where you don't really need them, based on the way the tank is designed to take the beating if it goes over. And not arguing that, but for me, I would love to have crash bars so I could put, you can see my foot down there, so I could put some highway pegs on the thing. I love highway pegs. I'm 6'4", so having stretched legs is a blessing whenever I get a chance to do that. So the only way to really do that with this bike is to get some highway pegs. So Outback Mototech has got a new combination package. It's a skid plate and a crash bar setup. And the reason I avoided the first, they had a different iteration of this, and the reason I avoided that was primarily because it didn't really mount to the frame. It mounted to the chassis and the engine, which I was not a fan of. So they redesigned it, and it mounts in the rear to the foot peg mounts, which are attached to the frame, and then also to a bar up front, which is also mounted to the frame. So nothing on the engine, which is good. Man, this guy is going slow. Come on, dude. So it's an interesting combo. They got a nice, cool orange powder coated color that looks like matches the frame of the bike. So I'm thinking about that. I'm not definitely sold on it, but thinking about it. And then the other thing I was thinking about adding was those Cyclops Aurora headlights with the daytime running lights. I've seen them all over the place. It's relatively inexpensive compared to some other lighting packages. So I was thinking about adding those. So it's probably an either or situation for those, just because, you know, I don't have limitless funds. So it's an either or there, and I really can't decide which. So if you got an opinion, let me know down in the comments. I've heard the opinion, hey, protection is better than lights and this and that, and you know, I probably don't ride a lot at night, but the daytime running light feature was what I was really interested in, just to improve visibility and that sort of thing. But yeah, so a couple of cool third-party options for the 790, 890s. And again, with this thing, man, I haven't had, knock wood, but I haven't had any issues at all. It's been a blast. I'm almost at 6,000 miles, and I'm just now getting ready to replace the stock tires. Really wanted the Motoz tires, but can't find them anywhere, man. In the US anyway, they're hard to come by. So looks like I'm going to give those Bridgestone AX41s a try, and I should have them on here by the end of August. So I will let you know how those go. I'm going to give them a good test up there at the Blue Ridge Adventure Ride. But yeah, I think that's about it for like bike editions. Like I said, I haven't been on the bike much, which is just a crying shame. But I will be soon. So we got that second ride we got planned is in November. It's gonna be a long one. Hopefully not as cold as it was in South Carolina last time. I couldn't believe that. If you haven't watched that video, I'll try to put a card or something up, a link or whatever. But we did the South Carolina adventure route last year, right before Thanksgiving, and man, it got down to, I think it was 28 degrees one night when we were there. So it's brutal for South Carolina too, man. I'm like, come on, man, this is South Carolina. And I'm off. Can't go that fast. I'm telling you, man, this bike has gobs of power. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, one other thing I forgot to tell y'all. My buddy Jimmy, the barber that has, he had a 790, he ended up going into Scott's shop, and he texted me, he came out with a 890. So Jimmy's got a 790 and an 890 now. Got a 790S, which is a standard model, and then he bought an 890R. So Jimmy's on fire when it comes to KTM right now. Actually, we're getting ready to pass by Jimmy's shop here. Yeah, if you're ever in Denver, North Carolina, need a good haircut, Shane's Barbershop, right up here on the right. Place to go. But yeah, he's got a 790, 890 now, so he's going to let his son ride the 790, I think he said. Crazy. Temptation must have been too much for him. There's Shane's Barbershop right there. Not open on Mondays, by the way. Alright. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, man, that was just a quick update video, nothing special. More of a technology test because I have been failing miserably technologically with the motovlogging lately. Lost a ton of footage on a couple of the rides that I did get in this year, mainly due to audio issues. So hopefully this turns out. If it doesn't, I will probably pound my head against the wall. But anyway, I think it will. You made it with me this far, guys. I appreciate it. If you liked it, subscribe, hit the ding bell, reminder, all that good stuff YouTube likes. And I will catch you on the next one. And that's all I have to say about that.